A woodworking machine cut off an Amish girl's arm at a pallet factory near Spencerville last month.
We first told you about the work accident the day it happened. Now, Indiana's Department of Labor has cited the factory for a dozen child labor law violations. Adam Widener has been investigating those workplace violations, and he joins us now with the 15 Finds Out report. So, Adam, what happened here?
Well, 15 Finds Out has discovered that the girl who had her arm cut off was only 15 years old. After the incident, IOSHA inspected Timberline Crating, which manufactures pallets. It discovered 12 child labor violations for 7 different kids.
Driving around Amish country, you probably wouldn't even notice Timberline Crating in northeast Allen County. But if you look past the barbed wires and horses, you find a pallet factory the state says has violated a dozen child labor laws.
It is serious.
In its inspection, the Indiana Department of Labor found 7 kids breaking 12 child labor laws. Violations include minors working without a permit, no safety poster displayed, and hour violations.
The most serious violation, of course, is any violation that clearly puts the child in danger.
But the worst violation happened to a 15-year-old girl. The state says she worked in a prohibited or hazardous occupation and had her arm cut off while running a saw. It's something state inspectors only see occasionally.
We don't see any trend in woodworking shops, and we don't see any trend in people of religious convictions working children with or without permits.
As a whole, I have a great deal of respect for the Amish settlement, the community.
Since the Amish don't believe in talking on camera, 15 Finds Out caught up with Harold Palmer. He formerly employed Amish workers and is familiar with their way of life.
They're really working as young children. I've seen it all my life, and it never bothers me. I admire that.
Still, Palmer was disappointed by the violations.
There's no excuse for that at all, no matter who you are.
While the Amish have a different way of life, in the end, the state says the violations are a perfect reason why laws are in place.
Many children in Indiana work, not just those who have religious convictions. And working is fine for children, but it's the obligation of those of us who are in charge of those children to make sure that they work in a reasonable and safe environment. And that's what these laws are intended to provide.
Now, I spoke with a man who owns Timberline Crating. He says he didn't know he was violating any child labor laws. The factory only received a warning since this was its first violation. If it is cited again, the state could fine the company $400 per violation.
Okay, thank you, Adam.